expected to pay based on advertising
have
and
something,
their agreements with
and now
Invitation
it's
Homes. Invitation
fucking.
Homes would also withhold
I have to
security
delete
deposits
it.
for damage
I have to
that was
find
either
whatever I just fucking
pre-existing or
recorded
fell
for like
into
an hour.
wear and tear. They would even encourage tenants not to seek government protections from evictions, which occurred at much higher rates than non-corporate landlords. Allegedly,
It's got to be like a gig, right? Where is it?
Fuck,
what are you doing?
It's also pretty difficult if you're a regular-ass person to get somebody evicted from your house. If they live in your house, you can't really just get rid
That's
of them.
not
But
good if it
you're a
just records to the wrong
corporation that owns a
fucking
property,
thing.
you are afforded that the average person is not afforded. Therefore, you know, you can just get rid of people because you have $1 billion. You can afford it till the end of time. It's not backwards.
I'm not even seeing the recording. Where's it at?
Privilege and right thing.
Everything in here is like 300
Privileges
megabytes.
and rights that the average person does not have. But corporations are seen as people.
Sea
They're
of
afforded the
Thieves.
same rights as people.
This is the
which
least. No, I need the most.
amazing.
Sort by
It's really
size.
awesome. I love that that's hey, at least they can't vote
Sort
though.
by. So now I can see the stream. I want to see the stream.
Corporations, I mean. Just don't
Yeah, I don't
look
see the
up
recording.
lobbying. One example from 2023 involved a couple
But I wanna
in
see the
Los
stream.
Angeles who were evicted from their home despite never missing a rent payment, seemingly because they had made complaints about water leaks.
Now
and
I'm live.
growing
No, I'm not
crops.
recording.
Not even bullshit.
Like an
Invitation
idiot.
Homes had told them that they needed to leave because the house was unsafe and required significant
Okay.
repairs. But it was
The
still
stream
an active
quality
listing just
looks
weeks after the
pretty
couple
damn
who
good.
lived there for nearly a decade
I'm
had
liking
left,
it.
and their
720,
experience
60
is not
FPS.
unique. They're evil. Not these people, but
Looks
this
right.
corporation. There
It
were
looks
government
good. It looks
protections
smooth.
from evictions that were in effect
OBS.
during the COVID-19 pandemic.
It looks
CARES
kinda
Act
blurry.
mandated that landlords could not evict or initiate an eviction from March through August of 2020, and later, if you submitted a CDC declaration to your landlord in accordance
It looks
with the
better
CDC
than
eviction
before, so it's a
moratorium, you were
improvement.
protected
If I can make
from
it better
eviction
than
for
now,
years.
it would
But
probably
instead,
just be like
Invitation
through my
Homes
CPU or
encouraged their
something.
tenants to use their hardship affidavit, which promised to be a discussion between tenants affected by the pandemic and the corporate landlords, assuring renters that they were committed to working with those impacted. The word affidavit led renters to believe that they were legally protected, but this was not a substitute for the CDC declaration. And then Invitation Homes
I need
used
real
the
food.
information it learned from those who filled out this
Like
form to make
teriyaki chicken.
decisions about whether to evict renters who were then struggling. And when renters were upset after finding out they were being evicted and trying to protest, specifically citing government orders like the CDC eviction moratorium and the opt-in program, the hardship affidavit was not a substitute for it. And Invitation Homes obviously had a response. They said, "I'm so sorry. I know this is a difficult time. We are working within the government guidelines, and while many jurisdictions have temporarily paused evictions, they have indicated the rent due during this urgency declaration
Where they at,
still
though?
needs to be paid.
Where are we
We
going?
want to work with you to pay your rent. How about you open up your mailbox and pull out that box?" There's so much harm being done to tenants of Invitation Homes properties that the FTC
Okay, this team's making me feel like I'm behind a little bit,
Invitation
which
Homes
is a
agreed
good
to
thing and a
settlement
bad thing.
proposed by the FTC.
Because it
By the
points out
way,
how stupid I
settlement
play.
doesn't mean you're guilty, but
There's stupider
for all
players
these
than me,
predatory
but
practices towards
it's not
consumers and
a very high
juicing
bar.
of the hog of junk fees, the fines imposed on the company would be a worthy slap on the wrist, right, guys? Despite charging over $60 million in hidden junk fees with an impact to consumers in the home rental
I can't put it on the
beyond
thing?
more than $60 million in hidden fees, the settlement the
kinda
FTC
sad.
proposed sought only $48 million, which would go into a consumer relief fund. So, not anywhere near how much they made off of juicing that hog. Also, behavior hasn't changed. Unnecessary charges
Juicing
and
that hog.
compassionate interactions still occur regularly.
Is juicing a
with some
hog
videos
actually a
being uploaded
term?
To TikTok, such as one woman, Christina,
In like a
showing
non,
Invitation Homes refusing to take her rent because
you know,
she refused to pay for the landscaping that they did.
Are you
derogatory way.
For not paying my rent, correct? I don't want my rent back. I am paying my rent on time.
On
Nope,
time
they're not
percentage.
Mine. They're yours.
12%.
You people are ridiculous.
Christina lived there for 2 years, and at the start of her
Free
rental,
win, I
the yard
guess.
had been overgrown and the landscaping rocks had been sparse, So she'd asked if they'd be willing to spruce it up, and even offered to pay for
Mischief
half
maker. I
if they
should have
brought
called
it
you
to the
Loki,
They never
but that'd be
responded, and then
nerdy.
60 days before her 2-year term was ending,
sure
they show
somebody
up
has
to
named
work
their cat
and tacked on
Loki.
a $900 charge to her bill. She reached out to say that she didn't want to pay for it anymore because she
Stop
was
it.
moving out very soon, and it doesn't make sense for this much time to have gone by, obviously. And so long as she refused to pay,
Got it.
they wouldn't take her rent. That is supervillain behavior. I'm gonna be real with you. You absolutely know. You cannot pretend that they didn't want to get the tenant that's about to leave to pay for the landscaping so the place could look nice, and then so they could hike the price up for the next renter because of the new work. That's absolutely what happened. Then on to American Homes for Rent, specifically about their
Oh, there was
low
somebody
quality.
behind
It
me
appeared
who
to be
killed me.
any
Not in
better
front of me,
if you were
behind
looking
me.
for a landlord who's going to be
Finals.
understanding of your circumstances, even
Stressing
in the event
because of
a
you.
natural disaster or public crisis. I visited their page
Those
on the
chips are
Better
good.
Business Bureau. Very first thing that caught my attention was a complaint that left me.
These don't even taste salty.
On May 30th, 2024, a complaint was made to the Better Business Bureau about
But they're
American
good.
Homes for Rent that said the following: received eviction notice during a national
They're not
disaster
food,
declaration by
but
the governor
they remind me
Texas
of food.
and the President of the United States. We
It's a
were
good memory.
without food and power. We had to find other accommodations to stay for 5 days. No power.
He just
no
casually
food.
walked
We
in,
worked
and now he's
4
about to
days with power
casually die.
outages, and we
How
were
are
not
you
asking
alive?
to avoid payments, but to extend the
What?
residents' time. They're issuing evictions in a national disaster area. Now, there is no specific region that's
Bro's
mentioned,
taking
but
him on by
catastrophic
himself,
storms and
Rambo.
flooding occurred in May 2024.
Dude is
prompting
Rambo. Okay, I'm not
crippled
going.
Governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, to issue disaster declarations and request that then President Joseph Biden escalate the situation to a presidential disaster declaration. So that's what we assume that's coming from. And according to the governor, 27 of the 98 affected Texas counties qualified for public assistance programs, which were partially approved by Joe Biden. And on June 5th, 2024, American Homes for Rent responded to the BBB complaint, stating that the matter had been referred to their local team on May 31st and had been resolved to the satisfaction of both the resident and the company. Just kidding. The same
Do I have
day,
emotes
the
on
renter
Kick?
replied, rejecting
Can I
the
create
almost
emotes
good
on Kick yet?
response, saying that
I haven't
American
checked any of
Homes
the
for
Kick
Rent had
settings. They all kind of look
exactly
still basic.
$654 attorney fee for a payment that had already been
Basic.
made, and they even
Because it rhymes
followed
with
that up by
grug.
alleging the fee was in place to prevent residents from making payments. And American Homes for Rent responded again, saying that the matter was
Puck, are you
resolved
fucking with that
according
little
to
piece of
local
string
law,
just to make sound?
they're unable to remove the legal fees or provide the desired resolution.
Just to make sound for the chat?
Because it's not allowed. They're not allowed to. They can't do it. They can't do
Chat's gonna be like, what's he
Why
doing
can't
in
they do
there?
that?
What's he tapping on?
I could do that. I could just not charge at all. I own a business. I could just not charge people. I could decide to not do that. I could just not do that. We give people
I, in
discounts all
fact,
the
I-
time. If people buy something and don't like it, we give them a refund. You know why? Because we can decide.
Because
to do
I
it.
was hip firing.
Unable to make to satisfy you. I am
Okay, Puck, this is why we can't have nice things.
Or my wife, which leads me to be unable to satisfy
I actually like the
you.
speaker down there.
Ticonderoga number
Yeah,
2.
that's better.
Ah, right to the heart.
That's better. I'm just gonna keep it there.
Now, obviously, the renter, because of the extra fee, felt as though the company was retaliating against them. Because it was! And had no basis for evicting them over a payment that was, in fact, made, and alleged that access to their account where they could view what
You
they
got
owed
it.
was taken down before the due date provided by the company, and the property manager stopped answering
Mo
their calls.
Cherie.
This exact same thing happened to me with an insurance company. Their website stopped
Sharia
working
Manlana.
magically. Crazy how that works before you can make a payment. Insane to collect late fees and float the money for longer. There is a massive conspiracy.
My droid just makes like an R2D2 noise and stops existing.
Press like if you're also crazy. Eventually, American Homes for Rent came. Luckily, the last update is from June 27, 2024, from that customer stating that the additional legal fees were removed. So much for them not being able to move them, obviously, and the account was restored with no issues and the eviction was dropped. Oh, thank God, it only took a month. This is not the case for everyone, however. Only those who are publicly victims. Over the past 3 years, the company has received 754 complaints to the Better Business Bureau, and its customer review rating sits at an impressive 1.12 out of 5 stars. So Good job, heads. Reviews accuse them of doing nothing about mold and hazardous conditions that threaten both the renter's home and neighbors, as well as accusing them of scamming by waiting for hopeful renters' $100 applications to expire before returning calls. Those are just reviews from this month, August 2025. I reviewed all of their 2025 reviews, and out of 75 reviews since January 1st, 73 were 1-star and 2 were 2-star reviews. And now,
Kickflip.
welcome to the conspiracies. Okay, guys, Larry Fink. Video's about Larry Fink, just in case you forgot. Okay.
Kind of
Now,
excited for Skate 4, you guys. I can't wait to play Skate 4 on my computer book.
And you will be happy. This is a
You
trend that we're seeing
fucking
all too
bitch.
frequently now. Not long ago, you'd go to a Best Buy or some kind of other store. You could buy a movie, an album, a video game. You could take it home. You could read the back. You could be able to take a device home. Own it! Nowadays, you can't do that. You subscribe to a streaming service that allows you to access movies and shows that you do not hold the rights to. They temporarily hold the rights to. And then to listen to music. You pay Spotify to access their catalog of music from artists, but you lose access when you stop paying. Pay for Xbox games, Game Pass, or PlayStation Plus subscriptions to access libraries of games for cheap. Until you stop paying, you pay the full price for a game
He's low.
you don't even own and can lose access if
I want this
Steam
kill.
or the developer
Thank you.
or the publisher decides to just take it away.
Thank you.
Unbelievable. NZXT,
Fuck, you're knocking
a
shit
PC
over.
Company had
You do
their
this
controversy when gamers
too
Nexus
much, all the
exposed their
time, in
predatory
fact.
PC rental program. Ubisoft's director of subscriptions faced backlash for stating that the shift from owning to subscribing was
Making me
necessary.
tweak out, Puck.
Yeah,
Where do I go?
necessary for getting this
Get up there without alerting the guards.
While we're on the topic of subscriptions,
Okay.
even car manufacturers are beginning to paywall features behind subscriptions. You can buy a car at
Oh
full
shit,
price,
fuck,
but
of course
that's
they're
not enough
behind
to
me.
pay
They couldn't
for
take me
hardware
face to
or software
face.
that it literally comes
Bitch
with.
ass had to have his friend.
BMW blocked heated seats and steering wheels.
I'll get you,
Physically
buddy boy.
in the
Use
car
my big
behind
flamey gun,
the
haha.
subscription fee. That's unbelievable.
In hopes
Tesla
that
charges
it's
for
my
extended
kill.
battery range.
Turns out I have
The car.
badass
Mazda
teammates.
charged $120
Don't hit
for
anything.
remote start. Volkswagen's electric vehicles are locking the full horsepower of their cars behind
Good
paywalls.
job.
$22 a month or
Yeah.
a one-time payment of $880. Mercedes-Benz and Tesla both reduced acceleration rates for drivers who don't subscribe to their respective faster acceleration subscriptions. You will own nothing and you will be happy. That's what all this means. And it's a quote that is often times attributed to Klaus Schwab, the second ugliest man in the
think you
world,
are
who was also the founder and chairman of the World
What is
Economic
this
Forum.
profile
It's actually
picture?
a
Is that
simplified
the
version of a thought experiment from Denmark Parliament
Kirby?
member Ida Auken titled "Welcome to 2030. I own nothing, have no privacy, and life."
Pog
has
just gave
never
me
been
such a
better.
weird
Originally
look
published in
moment.
2016, it paints a picture of the future one might see as either utopian or dystopian, depending on your own personal convictions, where every need and accommodation becomes free to access, and what is now considered a product has now become a service, so you don't actually need to own anything and you can just exist. This
Let's
essay from
check
Ida
the
does
battle
have
pass.
association with the World Economic
Battle
Forum
ass.
because it was published on the WEF
Shine me.
website, has been deleted, but it's archived on the Wayback Machine, and it's,
Oh,
in my
yeah.
opinion, a genuine concern that you should be worried about. It's their goal.
I
If we
can't
quickly
unlock
look at what the WEF is, who's involved in the connection to the corporate-backed mass home buying,
WTF is.
it's a gigantic red flag. The World Economic Forum technically has
Can I
no
unlock shit
formal
now?
authority over any country, government, or corporation.
Can I
It's not a
unlock
lawmaking
shit
body. It's
now?
a non-governmental, non-profit organization based in Geneva, Switzerland, with the following as their official mission statement.
I'm always hoping that glitches out the game. Like a last minute confirmation. It just like loads or something.
Heads. Relative to what? That's the first thing you see when you go to the
Game
website
breaking.
landing page. They try to tackle global
Breaking
challenges
news.
across
The
multiple
finals isn't
sectors,
out on
from energy
consoles.
to cybersecurity, from
Should be
AI
out on
and climate, from
consoles.
healthcare,
Although I
urban
do like that it's
transportation,
only
from
PC players,
my
really.
balls to my tip. Stakeholders come from public and private sectors. Now that
Too
sounds
easy on console.
weird.
Auto aim
Weird.
assist and all
Sounds
that.
bad, maybe
Why are you
a little
knocking
bit,
my
but it's
shit
also-
over?
Could be okay.
Stop.
But there are legitimate concerns that exist about the WEF's influence. And
You just keep
Larry
he
Fink,
goes up to
BlackRock
the
CEO,
fucking
managing
Armin
$10
Shi.
trillion
Puck
in
goes
assets,
up to
became
the
WEF interim co-chair in August.
the cologne I made and just grabs it by the head and
Really
puts
get
it down.
good control in
Like
this.
it has to be knocked
Billionaires and
over.
leaders of the world's largest corporations.
Are you
Amazon
OCD?
and Microsoft
Are you an
meet
OCD kitty?
annually with world leaders where they talk about
That was
economic
cute. That was
strengths,
cute how you
trade,
just laid down.
technology, and more. And Even though it's not a lawmaking body, it does bring together the world's elite and does shape agendas and creates networks within which big ideas and deals can then be formed. It's a club for the most rich and the most powerful, where it feels like ordinary people are not even remotely represented or even heard at all. If you're not making $1 billion a year,
It's only been 14 minutes.
Company, what the f are you bringing to the table? Nothing. You're little shriveled ball sack. For the rise in advocacy and activism, companies can put on a front of being involved in popular ideology shifts, but this too is something that has financial incentives and muddies the water of genuine intention behind corporate activism. What exactly do I mean?
I got
ESG
something in my window.
It's an investment approach that prioritizes how companies score in environmental, social, and governance metrics. So how do companies safeguard the environment? How does it manage?
It's such a good song.
So
It's so weird. It's such a weird song, but I love it.
The WEF
So
and
funny.
BlackRock were making pushes towards
I got
ESG
something in my left pocket for you.
prioritization.
Or right
In his
pocket, whatever.
2020 letter to CEOs focused
I'm gonna
on
die
the
here.
reshaping of finance,
just know it.
emphasizing the dangers of climate change. The line "climate risk
Called
is
it.
investment risk" is a
Is that American
big-time
flag
entry point. This same year,
Cape?
Klaus
How the
Schwab
fuck?
published his call for
That's
the Great
sick.
Reset to the World Economic Forum, and in this
Fearless
Great
Rodeo.
Reset,
That's a sick
Schwab calls for
ad,
the
dude.
creation of a new
a
system
cool
that
fit.
focuses on creating incentives for industries to improve their track record on ESG metrics. The Great Reset also promotes stakeholder capitalism, where unelected corporate stakeholders gain influence over public policy through multi-stakeholder
Touching the keyboard again,
partnerships.
Puck.
And conveniently,
I see.
the year before, in 2019, Klaus Schwab, the second ugliest man in the entire world, published an opinion page to Project Syndicate all about stakeholder capitalism. He details how private corporations should be positioned as the trustees of society because that's clearly the best response to today's social and environmental challenges. What? Schwab specifically referenced an initiative being led by the chairman of the International
The thing is
Business
when I
Council
switch
and
to
CEO of Bank of
CPU
America,
for
Brian Moynihan,
OBS, it
as
like
if Bank of America
it
isn't
makes the
considered one of
game
worst
lag,
banks in the
'cause this is a
world, according
CPU
to
heavy
customers
game,
with a
apparently.
1.13 out of 5 stars on Better Business Bureau.
I saw Feb
What a great
complaining about
company.
something on Twitter
7,500 complaints in 3
about like
years.
Unreal Engine
Suck my dick,
5
Bank of America.
certain shader.
You know us corporations who make billions? You trust us to have your best interests in heart.
It's like a
right?
default
No,
shader or
actually,
something.
can
I don't know
you
what it
trust
is
corporations to
exactly.
stick to their guns and do the right thing?
Simulated
after they advocate
ray
for it?
tracing,
No,
I
of
think
course
he said.
can.
I'm not
Let's
sure
look to
though.
Larry Fink's BlackRock as an example of
But
why you can
I think
it
this is
seems
an
that they
Unreal
initially
Engine
were
5
striving
game,
to
so it's
follow
like
through on
it's
standing
not
by the
okay.
position Larry established in his 2020 letter to
Should
CEOs
probably be
by
fixed
backing
sometime.
40% of shareholder proposed ESG investments, and BlackRock even joined a UN-sponsored climate
Even though it
coalition
looks
in March
beautiful,
of
I love it.
2021
Like,
by
look at
pledging
that.
to achieve net
Look at how
zero
fucking
emissions by
realistic
2050.
this
But
looks.
by
That shit just
2024,
looks real.
that ESG investment prioritization
That's
had
that
fallen to
Resident Evil
4%.
7 type shit,
Even the Wall
you know?
Street
Or I mean
Journal
8,
posted an article
not
in March
7.
of this
7
year
kind of
titled
looked like ass.
BlackRock's woke
It looked
era
good, but
is
it wasn't
over,
like the best.
citing how the
8
company had
was like
abandoned climate
photo
groups,
realistic. It
including their
was
net zero emissions pledge,
fucking
as
insane,
well as
bro.
diversity targets. It's like, who gives a Whatever,
Puck, you're
however you
causing
suck the
havoc and
government's dick,
mayhem.
The incumbency's dick is what they do. For example, Mark Zuckerberg's based in red pilled now. I don't f***ing trust that freak. Whoever's on the side of the government is
Save
not
the
who I'm on the
box.
side of, no matter what. Conveniently, Bank of America was
You
also one of the big
fucking
banks to
cunt.
abandon this climate group alongside BlackRock and other major banks. It's all performative nonsense to seem like these corporations care. They changed their shit to a rainbow in June, dude. The reversal in action from
I wonder if I
BlackRock
can make
stemmed
this
from
into
them
a short.
facing a lawsuit alleging they violated antitrust laws by colluding with Vanguard, who also pledged to become net zero
'Cause
by
I just
2050
said
to
the
suppress coal output. This lawsuit
word.
even had an endorsement from the FTC. It seems
And I
like the
think
political
that
and
is
economic
just,
cost became too high for
probably
them to
not
stand
even a
by their
curse word.
pledge, and just shows that making
It's
the
only the
pledge and
F word,
advocating for
the
ESG
S word,
was more
the B
optics
word,
and
and then
influence
everything
than
else is
any
artistic.
kind of genuine belief, because companies and corporations cannot stand for anything, because regardless of how they're treated in the eyes of the law, they're not people. They're not people. It's a bunch of really evil people using this thing to make as much money as possible. But all that's beside the point. This is a hit piece on Larry Fink. And the thing is, some way, somehow, your money is finding its way into Larry Fink's pockets, no matter what. BlackRock is one of the companies that has their hands
right
in
now.
everything.
Oh,
alongside
shit.
to manage to get into a home that isn't owned by a Wall Street landlord.
That was clippable.
They're going to get you somewhere. Utility bills are numerous and expensive.
They don't call it
Electricity
Jesus
bills,
take
gas
the
bills,
wheel
sewage
for
bills,
nothing.
heating,
I mean,
conditioning,
spray and
trash,
pray.
recycling. Any of of those
to the
may be grouped
dead.
together depending on where you
Dre.
might live, but for the most part, they're essentially a mandatory thing that everybody has to have, and they're unavoidable. And utilities over
hate
time
Dre.
are becoming
I don't like him.
increasingly targeted by investment firms like BlackRock, and prices continue to rise year after year. California's Pacific Gas and Electric Company demonstrates
I saw you, I found you. Haha, oh.
rates increased nearly 3 times over 10 years, going from 13 cents per kilowatt
Puck, you
hour
look
in 2014
traumatized.
to
You're like
42 cents per
tweaking out
kilowatt
over
hour.
there.
Bills in general have just about doubled over the last 5 years, with an average home's use of 500 kilowatt hours per month rising from $100
You're acting
to
constipated,
$200.
but
It
you're
isn't
like
just
not doing
inflation,
anything. You're just sitting
money's
there,
worth less,
but you like look
these are
tweaked
beyond
out and
inflation
stressed.
rates. There were 6 separate hikes approved in
What is wrong with
2024
you?
alone. While CEO
Okay, now you're
Patricia
playing with the
Poppins'
wire, and I don't like that.
2023 compensation reached
Stop.
$16.99 million.
I'm not spraying
plus
Puck, I'm spraying
$4.4 million in
the
stock
things that he
vesting.
plays with, or
Salary
she.
increase alone is up
She
almost
plays
$3
with,
million
but
from
also
the
he.
$14.1
Puck likes
million
being
the year
okay,
prior.
Puck's
Of course,
a
powerful
they,
people should never
them,
make money. They have so much power and influence.
but
So
also
like,
he,
you didn't invent that.
him.
Make that. You didn't do shit.
I hate myself for
I
saying
was
any
so
of this.
curious, I looked it up, and PCE is in fact a publicly traded company. And guess who?
I'm just
owns
doing the,
206 million shares valued
son
at
I've always
$3 billion?
wanted thing with
Take a
Puck.
wild guess. Comment down below. The turtle owns it.
Always wanted a son.
Turtle. So, anyways, it's looking bleak.
Well, I
Is
got
this
you,
the death
Puck.
of the American dream? It feels like we're getting closer and closer to that death every single
You killed me, but can you take
2008
Optimus
housing market
Prime?
and
Oh.
economic collapse fueled a problem that is still
That boot up time got longer.
It was truly the penultimate
It did get
event
longer.
that is going to lead up to
It got
whatever
way
we're about
longer.
expect.
I'm going
The man
to
who helped
switch out the
pioneer
turret.
instrument of the economy's destruction profited greatly from that instrument and the destruction that it caused. And now that man heads the company that has its hands
Maybe
on almost
not.
every
Maybe not.
conceivable
I don't
marketing,
know.
ensuring that
I
no
don't know.
matter what
I
you
just
do
don't know.
or what you
Really
buy,
don't.
he is going to make money off of you. So anyways, press the like button if you guys want to see more content like this. Hit the subscribe button. Go to sour.gg, buy some sour candy made by real folks. And
At
go
least
to the
somebody's
watch
making money
the
off me.
Insane, uncensored version of this video.
Dude, I was walking.
You see this guy, he thinks he's slick.
I was walking the.
He thinks he's smooth, but he has been spotted.
I was walking into my apartment, and I saw.
Well, now they are slick and smooth because they got
I
away.
saw a guy with like his girlfriend or whatever outside, and he was like grabbing your face, like not assaulting her, but he was like grabbing your face, like very like by the cheeks, basically. He was like,
Don't you ever talk down to me
I was like,
again.
oh my, I almost called the cops.
Don't talk down to me ever
And I
again.
just went inside
What
and
the
I
fuck?
ate my chicken. And then, that was
Oh
it.
shit! No, wrong thing to have
Was
out.
I a bad person for that?
Very
the guy on the
bad.
street, by the way, he was a gigantic man who could have killed me.
I mean, it sounds
This
like you would
destroys
probably
lights. The
jerk, but it's
P90
so-
destroys
He
lights.
didn't have any black eyes.
Like 5 taps and my little gun be dead.
What did we
And
get
then
up to this week? The fan fell on our
I
heads.
don't have to worry about it anymore.
that happen?
It just happened.
Problem solver 2000.
Okay, I was sleeping.
I can only say one though.
Nice. Were you weeping? And the couch is positioned right underneath the fan.
Yeah.
Not right underneath the fan. It probably might have hit you, but
Put a bullet in it. Dude, this shit's not
I was
accurate.
sleeping and I heard
It seems
loud
accurate,
knocking.
but it's
Oh,
not.
someone's at the door.
Where are we?
Because we had ordered something, and I keep
Fuck, if you
missing
lay on the
the
mouse,
mail
and I don't know you're
person.
laying on the
So
mouse,
I freaked out. I got up. I was gonna go answer the door,
then
and then just as I
You're
get
gonna
up
get
to
a
go
rude
to the
awakening,
door,
buddy.
Just as I'm heading over,
it's
the
not
fan
gonna be.
crashes down on the
It's not gonna be the best
Awakening.
awakening.
Yeah.
It was a good awakening. I can't fucking put the.
What was the noise you made?
I heard you shout, and then I heard because I think you said "oh" right, because you were like, "Oh, it's the mailman,"
Yes.
and you woke me up. I heard you shout, and there was a big crash, and I jumped out of bed because I constantly worry.
Fucking hard.
I constantly worry about like some horrible thing happening while I'm asleep, and then I miss it.
Do you ever flush?
I remember, I have a story. When I was
I think I was like 12.
Why are you looking at me like
I went out
that?
trick-or-treating and I made an Oogie Boogie costume out of real burlap over the course of like a week or something. Took me a really long time to make. And then
I don't like being affiliated
like the
with
cloth
you.
is actually stiffer than it looks. I didn't know that you would have to weigh it down or something.
Oh.
And so the point was sticking straight up. And when I went out, everybody was yelling at me for being
you took it off, said, no, I'm a brown.
trying to say I was a KKK member. Everybody was like, that's not cool, man. And I was like, that's not
That's
what
like
I
the
am.
South Park episode.
That happened to me
Cartman
in
thought
New-
he was a ghost.
That happened to me in New York.
Did it?
Yeah, I bought this like
I bought
monkey.
this Klansman outfit and they thought
I
that
bought
I
this
was
monkey.
No, I bought.
No, it's
My Halloween costume was a fucking morph suit of an ape. So I was like skin tight and like had an ape face, and I had a beanie on and big boots.
Oh.
So this guy came up, this black guy came up to me, he's like, so what the fuck are you supposed to be? It's like a silverback gorilla, and he was like, later. I was like, it was scary.
He was scared.
He was. He was gonna stab me because I was being accidentally racist.
Children are pure of heart. They can't.
He wasn't a child. He was fucking
I
old.
said you're a child.
That was last year.
Oh, that was really useful.
Last
That was
like
really
2 years
good.
ago.
How did you do that?
I
didn't. You're such a fool.
When was the
I'm
last
glad
time
I
you
used
went
that.
trick-or-treating?
I didn't think it would be racist to
All you do is
fucking.
put on big boots, a backwards baseball cap, and a
The only reason I wore boots and a beanie was because I was walking around New York at nighttime and I didn't want my feet to get wet and my head was cold.
Oh.
I said, "What are you supposed to be?" I said, "Yeah, boy."
I said, you. Oh no!
I didn't mean that.
I'm one of you guys.
Fellow costumer.
Where'd the other one go? Oh.
My fellow Halloween.
I can't fucking move, finals.
Like kid special bit where you said, "Hey, nice costume, man."
Yeah.
Did anybody understand what was going on there?
It's
Because
actually
I
reminded me of a
lost
scary
it.
thing
I
that
just
happened. I mean, I
lost the
scary
plot
thing.
in the
When I was
middle of the
living
whole
with Niall,
action scene.
He was getting annoyed with the clock.
Bro was there one
He takes
second,
the
he's gone the
batteries out
next.
and leaves it on the counter. The next day, the clock's back up on the wall. I'm like, God damn it, because I didn't like it either. I take out the batteries, put it on the counter, and then we both find
Look
out
at our
we did the same
teammate
thing.
with the
We're
world's
like, why
tiniest
did-
cube in
why
his
did the
hand.
batteries put back in the clock then?
It's just
Neither of us
flailing
knew.
around way out there. How'd he do that?
And it turns out
That was awesome.
Put it up, but he was messing with you.
Probably. Well, there was weird shit that happened in that apartment where my fucking ketchup just exploded out of the cupboard one night.
Are you saying your apartment was haunted, Chris?
Yes. There was a ghost and he made the ketchup blow up.
was
I don't
me.
believe in ghosts.
And he made me leave my food out and it got moldy.
I don't believe in ghosts, but ketchup exploding from inside of a cupboard doesn't make any sense. And it 100%.
No, I could see that happening.
Why? Just because from pressure? Cupboard pressure?
Or fell down or something.
No, it didn't. It exploded from within the cupboard. The explosion clearly happened.
That was
from within the
bad.
cupboard.
See
That was not okay.
through the
That's
ketchup
me.
as it
That was
squirted
my
out.
story. Don't make fun of Chris for my story.
I just said I don't believe in ghosts. I'm just saying it makes no sense. Me and Amin went to see Ings, and there was this guy on our left, and he was with his fat, fucking nasty bitch wife.
I kept pummeling her down the stairs.
No, during the opening.
Ghosts are
trailer, she
real,
was
they're
like,
just in your
You
head.
want popcorn? Get your popcorn, and she's like, I don't like popcorn. You go get some for yourself. And I was like, if they're gonna
I
do
am
this
very
shit, I'm gonna
afraid of
fucking
ghosts.
Freak out. I'm gonna shout at them. And when he walked at the door, he was like scratching his ass, and then he moved his arm away, and there was a gun sticking out of his pants. So I was like, I guess I'm not gonna ask him to be quiet. That's kind of scary.
Then she stood up in front of the screen and said, "Excuse me, everybody, I want popcorn. Can you give me some?"
No, during the movie they
Huh,
wouldn't shut
I wonder
up.
why
They
that
kept
blew
going
up.
like, oh, that's funny. It's like, fuck you! And then during, wait, what was the last thing? The one before that, it was an Armenian man and his wife sitting directly behind me. And every single time a joke happened,
sports cars through the theater.
every time something happened, the man went, what? And his wife would explain.
Can't
to
get
him,
out of this.
You know, one of the first times I was doing sexy shit with my first girlfriend, my mom and dad like left the house, and I was like, "It is time," and I like brought her into my room, and I
can't even be mad anymore.
But anyway, she took off her pants. I was like, oh, and we were really doing stuff.
Oh, it's probably because
And then,
fucking
my mom and dad like pulled back
It's
in.
only
and I saw the lights,
12:30.
and I was like, oh fuck, right? And I like ran to the door. I was like, put on your pants. And I like.
I don't know. I feel like I should be
And I was
enjoying
so
my
stupid,
Friday
and I
night,
just, like,
and
left
this
my
is going
pants
badly.
open and my belt open, hanging down, and I answered the door, and my face was all red and sweaty. And my mom and dad just looked at me like, you fucking idiot, and they just like brushed past me. Like, oh.
Look at all the rendering.
What would your parents have done? Would they have been like, "You're not to fuck"?
Basically, I mean, I was like 15.
Yeah, that's how that goes.
Also, her dad was the guy I was scared of because he was like, he pretty much told me from the get-go, he's like, if you do anything like that, I will beat the shit out of you. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, fear of girlfriend's dad. Yeah, I can relate to that. That's the most relatable shit in the world.
One time I was at her house and we were sitting on her bed and he came in and he saw me sitting on her bed and he got really angry. It was just because I was sitting on her bed.
Oh, I've got too many stories about this to even count. That's why I make a damn game about it.
Oh, you're so right.
Yeah, Chris, I don't think it's even point and click. I think this is just kind of wait for stuff to happen. The game.
It's like a whole game.
It's unfortunate
of, like,
that I even put that there.
games.
It's like the maze game thing.
You do a maze and then the guy jumps out at you.
That scared me.
Chris's whole leg moved from that.
This reminds me of a screensaver I used to have on Windows 98.
Of an old lady crying.
No, it was like a haunted
sobbing
mansion.
for her dead child.
It was a haunted mansion. It would make scary noises. And one time, my dad's friend's daughter visited from England, and I left the computer on. It scared the shit out of her at nighttime because it was making all these scary noises.
Oh.
Was that Toma or was that the game?
It was so hard.
Oh my god, I thought that was the game. I was like, that was a bold choice. Holy shit.
As a kid,
Gotta be aggressive with it.
scared the fuck out of me.
Oh.
Because if nobody knows, I was terrified of blinking dolls as a child. So see,
Why do you mean blinking?
like dolls that blink.
You know why blinking? Why? What?
I don't know.
Sometimes the inner
it's one of those
idiot of me
phobias
leaks
that
out,
people
and then
have
it's
that
just
they
like,
can't really
fuck.
explain.
Okay, that's fair.
It's just uncanny when a doll blinks.
Unbearably
and
fourth
anything.
place.
The idea of that is
Why?
scary. Like I remember one time I was
Why?
grounded and I was in my room and there was my sister's doll was on a chair.
Let's see, do
and I
we
was
take the
looking at it
panicked route,
the whole
the
time. I was like,
panicked
"Don't
coward
blink,
route,
don't
or we go
blink,
back for
don't blink,"
C?
in my mind, and then it fucking blinked 30 minutes later. And it blinked. It like blinked, and I remember that, and I couldn't say anything. I couldn't scream. I was so scared. But I know that was just my brain.
I'm a
playing tricks on me
brave
because I was
boy.
thinking that it
Were
would
you in the
blink.
dark, like the dead, dark?
Yeah, it was dark.
I'm gonna go up to
My ex played tricks on me in the
hash
dark,
out
too.
C.
Yeah, it
Puck,
was dark.
why are you moving your
The
head
light was
slightly
shining on
back
its
more and
fucking
more
stupid
just
face.
to fucking
And I
block
could
off
see
the
it.
entire mouse
It
pad?
was like something out of a horror movie where the light only shined on a dumbass weird face.
Is this like sleep paralysis or something?
No, I was awake. I was leaning on my bed looking at it, hoping it didn't blink, and then it just blinked.
Just sitting there.
Guess we're fucking with this guy now.
No, he's saying he thinks it was like an illusion or that he
I'm
imagined
pretty sure
it or
my
something.
brain, like, because it's one of those things where it's like, it's happened before where I was laying in bed, like, recently a neighbor died at my mom's house. And I was thinking,
I wasn't aiming
he
at
used to
the
walk
roof.
by our house all the time, so
Game,
I used to
I
see
was
his
not
shadow when
aiming
he'd
at
come
the
by to, like, get the
roof,
lawnmower.
but you wouldn't know
And
that,
he
wouldn't
did
you?
that like constantly. So he died a day before he usually got the lawnmower.
P90's kind of like a
So the next
sword.
day when I
Just
was
like
asleep
swing it.
At night, I remember what a
Cuts
shadow
through
looked
shit.
like. I was like, man, I'd be so terrified if a shadow walked by my fucking, my like.
I'll never
vividly
miss a
lit
shot,
up room,
Eliza.
And a shadow walked by my fucking room.
I want to quit this so
And
bad
I
and
ran
go to sleep.
outside because I was like, I was almost in like panic.
This
I
was
couldn't believe
recent?
what I saw. No, this was like 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And
This is your brain going insane.
yeah, it was, dude. Your brain can do a lot of scary shit. If you're like, if
I
you're
did
constantly like,
reminder
I don't
chat.
wanna see anything, I don't wanna
I
see anything,
streamed
you're
for
gonna
like a whole fucking hour and a
put your
half or
brain on it.
something, but it was a recording. I'll look at the recording, see if it's good, and if it's good, I'll post it on YouTube. But if not,
That fucking sucks so bad.
I don't move this shirt and it happens.
because most of the recording, I don't know, the recording was pretty good.
with, like, a coat
We kept
rack
getting to the
and
final
weird,
round.
Like raincoats and shit really give off weird illusion. Because when I used to have my room, in the
Nothing
main-
like what's happening right now when I'm live, when I'm live and feel like talking a little bit more. It's just
Put a wallet in his pocket.
Wow.
hiccups upon hiccups,
No, but when,
and Puck's
when
head
I was
in the
younger,
way.
it used to happen to me
'Cause
too,
Puck
where,
likes
my
getting
grandma had this
tapped on the
weird,
head,
blue
right?
painting of like an old Irish lane with a mansion at
You
the
like
end
getting
and, like,
tapped on the
little
head
people
over
on
and over
horses
again.
at the bottom, and I used to just look at it, and they'd be like walking around,
You never
like,
learn.
moving, and the trees would be swaying, and it would just be like scary.
Yeah, but at night, like it's because shadows, any kind of shadow
Can we
that's
go
like
up to
moving
D?
creates like the illusion that it's like it's your brain.
Can we
that's why
steal
I'm
this
saying,
shit?
I saw shadows at
Are
night
you
when I was
guys
in a place
fucking
alone,
insane?
with no one else
Did
there,
we lose a
and only me and
teammate? We
my
lost a
fucking
teammate.
self. It's like, yeah, of course
You
you
guys
saw a fucking
fucking
shadow
insane?
walking by you
You want to hear something else that's kind of funny?
Hemorrhaged
One night
skull.
When I was really young, I had to sleep in my mom and dad's bedroom, and they had no, they didn't fuck or nothing, but they had a
Fuck was that?
You went, oh no, here we go.
Get off my mouse. It's not a pillow. It's not. You look so cute though. I'm taking a picture.
Like old-timey painting, and I would look at it, and I would see little things move.
Taking
right?
a picture
And I'd
for
look over at my
Chad.
dad, who was also like just awake in bed, and he'd look over at me, and I'd look back at the painting, and there'd be little moving guys look back at him, and he'd look back at me, and I was just like,
I'm
wow,
holding
he knows what- he
fucking
knows- he
steady.
sees it too,
Take
he
the
knows what's going on.
goddamn.
And then in
Thank
the
you.
morning, I'd be like, Dad, remember those little moving things? He was like, no, you were just freaking me out. And I was like,
Get off my mouse.
Sorry.
And the little moving guys, they say, shut up.
No, those little moving guys are fucking assholes.
Okay, Jet.
I mean, we talked about this
Thanks
before,
for just popping in. Thank you, like and subscribe. Comment the car thing.